Hello and welcome to The Explainer. So, when you hear the word automation, what actually pops into your head? Maybe it's sparks flying off a massive car assembly line, right? Or some giant robotic arm lifting tons of heavy steel. But today, we're tracking this really fascinating shift. We're calling it the scale progression. We are going to explore how modern smart technology spans all the way from those gritty, loud industrial factory floors right down to the quiet, intimate spaces of our very own living rooms. It's a massive spectrum, and we're going to map the whole thing out together.
Okay, let's dive into this. The primary motto over at Devi Automation Solutions is Smart Technology, Powerful Solutions, Better Tomorrow. It's short, it's punchy, and honestly, it sets up a brilliant thesis for our explainer today. See, this isn't just about, building faster machines or cutting corners. It's an actual promise that bridging this huge gap between complex engineering and our daily lives is actively constructing a better, far more efficient future.
Now, what's really interesting here is how the design of the ecosystem itself tells a story before you even read a single word. On one hand, you've got your traditional hallmarks of heavy engineering, right? Intricate circuitry paths, massive industrial gear, a robotic arm, and this bold lightning bolt of power. But then, right next to the high-tech AI microchip, we see these vibrant green leaves. It's this incredibly seamless blend of raw mechanical power and organic sustainable growth.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. 1. The scale of modern automation. 2. The heavy industry foundation. 3. The AI and IoT brain. 4. Smart homes and green earth. And finally, 5. A better tomorrow.
Chapter 1. The scale of modern automation.
And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer contrast we're talking about. On one side of the scale, you've got heavy-duty tech. We're talking massive industrial automation and VFD motor controls. Systems specifically designed to manage immense electrical loads and keep sprawling factory lines moving without a single hitch. But then, look at the other side. From that exact same technological route, we get personal and eco-tech. Home automation that perfectly adjusts your living room lighting, and smart agriculture that literally monitors soil moisture for crops. The contrast in scale is just staggering. We are using the exact same foundational logic to run a multi-million-dollar manufacturing plant as we are to, turn on your front porch light.
Chapter 2. The heavy industry foundation.
Now, Devi Automation highlights 3 distinct pillars that really form the muscle of modern manufacturing. That's industrial automation, VFD and motor control, and panel and control solutions. Basically, these provide the broad systems needed to replace dangerous manual factory work. They act as these massive physical switchboards, essentially the command centers that drive the entire operation.
A totally crucial component driving all this muscle is the VFD. That stands for Variable Frequency Drive. So, in simple terms, a VFD controls the speed and the torque of massive AC motors by varying the frequency of the electrical power supplied to them. Think about it like this. Instead of a giant industrial motor just wasting energy running at 100% capacity all the time, a VFD acts like a highly precise dimmer switch. It gives these factories the exact amount of power they need exactly when they need it. Honestly, it's kind of the unsung hero of energy efficiency in heavy industry.
Let's move to Chapter 3, the AI and IoT brain, and see how this all builds together.
If we conceptually zoom in on the center of this ecosystem, we find 2 totally pivotal components: AI and robotic solutions, and IIoT and smart solutions. Because think about it, you can have the biggest motors and the absolute best solar panels in the world, but without the digital brain, represented by that little AI microchip and the cloud-connected IIoT network, they are really just isolated parts. It's these digital elements that act as the connective tissue. They elevate basic mechanics into actual functioning smart solutions.
Notice the specific emphasis on IoT here. That is the Industrial Internet of Things. Basically, this is the last network that connects heavy machinery, like those VFDs and massive control panels we were just talking about, directly to cloud-based data systems. It transforms standard everyday factory equipment into highly communicative technology. Technology that can literally talk to other machines, predict exactly when maintenance is needed, and optimize workflows in real time. It's a total game changer.
So, how does a raw mechanical process actually become a powerful solution? Well, it follows a very clear logical flow. Step 1 is connect. You link the physical machinery to the digital world using that IIoT network. Step 2 is process. You feed all that massive industrial data into AI and robotics systems so they can analyze it instantly. Far faster than a human ever could. And finally, step 3, deliver. The AI sends commands right back to the machinery, telling it to operate at absolute peak efficiency.
It creates this continuous self-improving loop of intelligence.
Chapter 4. Smart Homes and Green Earth.
All right, here is where we really see that scale progression thesis in action. We are taking that exact same industrial AI brainpower and deploying it into entirely different, incredibly intimate environments. Take smart agriculture, for example. It takes high-tech sensors right out into the open dirt of local farms to ensure optimal crop yields and serious water conservation. Then you've got home automation, bringing the control panel directly into your living room, letting you secure your house and manage your whole environment right from a smartphone. And solar energy takes advanced power routing and puts it onto the grid and literally onto the roofs over our heads. The technology scales all the way down to perfectly fit the human experience.
So the crucial point is really highlighted by concepts like a sprouting plant or a radiant solar panel. See, automation is no longer just this story about cold metal, loud gears, and exhaust fumes. Actually, scratch that, it hasn't just changed, it has fundamentally evolved. By applying industrial-grade intelligence to agriculture and renewable solar energy, automation has become this incredible tool for nurturing crops, harnessing clean, limitless power, and actively protecting our environment. The technology has, quite literally, grown a green thumb.
Chapter 5. A Better Tomorrow? Now, everything we've discussed today isn't just some abstract theory, right? It's practically applied engineering happening out there right now. To ground this entire conceptual teardown into reality, this tech is being actively deployed by real companies. From those heavy industrial panels all the way down to your smart home setups, Devi Automation Solutions is putting these pieces together. If you're curious about how these specific services are actually being implemented out in the wild, their contact points are right here. They've got a direct phone line at +91 9585 816 318. You can email them at dvautomationsolutions@gmail.com or check out their web portal at www.dvautomationsolutions.com, where this whole interconnected ecosystem lives. We've tracked an absolutely incredible journey today. We've seen how the exact same technological DNA that powers massive variable frequency drives in heavy industry is now out there intelligently watering our crops and adjusting the lights in our homes. The scale progression is complete, and you know what? It's constantly expanding. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought as we wrap up today. With automation seamlessly bridging the gap from those gritty factory floors right into our very own living rooms, what part of your daily life will be automated next? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.